Welcome to the Battle of Los Angeles for AO46. I checked the commendations, caches, etc. at the company website. It says if you take the forts out of Los Angeles, you get a V2 bomber. I played through this a year and a half back or something in December, and I seem to remember something about taking San Diego. I don't really remember very well. And there seems to be some sort of elite objective, bonus objective. It doesn't say anything about that in the commendations caches. So we'll try to take all of it, and we'll get the bomber at some point, hopefully. So we get, let's see if we have any new stuff popping up on this upgrade list. Apparently not. Alright. Maybe I should upgrade one of my units to one of these Minesweeper Sherman Crabs. I also need to delete all this clutter. As we lost the Pioneer, this thing's a bunker killer. There's a Satan contraption here. Let's see if that's a bunker killer as well. It is. This is 4 slots. The Satan thing's 3 slots. Why not keep it? We have some old Soviet mine clearers here, and then we have these Sherman Crabs. And whatever these things are, 6 slots. Yeah, we'll just not worry. So we have our 3 upgrades, and I should have a suitable tank with overrun in reserve that doesn't need a +3 whatnot attack, although these flame Panzers probably all have it. +2, 3, 3, 3. If I were to upgrade it to a crab, what would the crab do? Not much. It's a decent decent hard attack. Not particularly good soft attack. If I add a +3 hard attack, that's essentially still going to do much of nothing to any of these tanks I just deleted. So I may as well upgrade one of these flame panzers. Let's see here. It's a +3. It has the steamroller, of course. It's nondescript, so that one looks good. And you're only what, +2? Yeah, so we'll upgrade this +2 one. Why not? Just because these are already in their highest configuratory form, and it probably doesn't really make much of a difference one way or the other. So now we have this Minesweeper. That's a crab, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, so we'll bring it out, and then let's see. We have quite a few slots open. Let's see. I had quite a few of these tanks just sort of mulling about, doing not a lot, really. I suppose it's not a bad idea to have the tanks, but let's put that in reserve for the time being and see about getting what? So where's my 5-star guy? I do not want the zero slot vigilant, because it will make the defense on this unit worse than if it were not vigilant. This close defense is higher than the ground defense, and it also has a +2 close defense. So we want to have a proper hero with movement as well, if for no other reason than we don't want to surrender like that last poor fellow. We will have this. That'll give him, what, a 4 movement, which is good. We'll bring that out. Now these two, I don't think they're steep in awards or anything. They just have the 5 stars from the training. So I think maybe we could have upgrade one of these. You never know when you need a proper paratrooper. So why, wait a minute, let's see if we have any need for anything else, like say an anti-tank. We have recon, we have 2 anti-tank in reserve, we have a bunch of artillery there that don't really do much. I wonder if we could upgrade that 5-star to a, we can't, okay. We have 6 anti-air deployed. We have this one in reserve, and that's sort of competent as well. I have a lot of air available. Nothing really much to upgrade. So why not upgrade one of these paratroopers to a 43 iteration? In theory, that should make it more formidable. And we can deploy it just because. And we can have another Pioneer 43. It's topped out on experience. Why not have this one? We'll send it out as well. So we can put the 43, 43, 43. We'll put the 0 slot Manstein Hero here. And we've done it. It's vigilant, so the ground, you'll have to use the glorious 8 ground defense, which is more than the 2 close defense ones. Okay, so you're good, and then let's see, we want speed here as well, +2. There we go, we've got that. And we have some slots still available, and then we can deploy our recon cars as well. Never really have. There was a couple of times when I got caught out and didn't have air cover, so I'll bring that out as well. And then let's see here. I don't think I have enough for a tank, but a recon car, or 2 maybe. There's 4 slots left. Let's see. Then I could bring out my 20 strength +4 initiative. Let's see. And my 20 strength consolidated unit has what? Yeah. I'll probably take some damage here as opposed to take very little damage here. Assuming that I attack. That's the assumption. That's the problem, really. Assuming that I attack something from the air as opposed to shoot it out of the sky with our anti-air. So this is nice on the offense, but, well, we don't really do that so much. This is more of a defensive measure. So he'll escort Rudel. That gives us 224. He won't have to repair as often either. In theory, you can take a couple of anti-air hits or whatnot and still be about as good as the other for escort duty. So we can bring out another anti or recon plane. Never have too many. And now we're at 225. So we need bikers, we need a mine-clearing biker detail that can attack into soft targets as well. Let's grab it, they're cheap as well, and low slot costs. So let's overstrength them. We'll go for 8 of these bikers. And then we'll grab some of these, we'll take 4. And then some of these recon cars here, we'll have 4 of those as well. And then our requisite 2 Panther surrender tanks for maximum strength. Alright, I'm gonna color them. So there they are, we have our auxiliary recon horde and our couple of surrendered Panther 2s as well. So let's go ahead and start to place these guys like so. Get why does it do it? I want Okay. Get that recon all right here, there. We'll get a proper core recon. We'll get, say, there as well. We'll get you there. We'll get our Sturm Tiger. Get you, say, here. You there. We may want to go on offense, and then again, you never really know. So there's no rush, really. We have 30 turns. Let's keep all of our artillery, perhaps, say, reasonably close together. At this, say, one of these, one of those. We'll have two groups. We'll have one go down this way as well. Maybe we'll have an extra one here because of the high value targets, and then we can say go here and there and there. Alright, so we can place him in the air. Why I want to do that? I suppose the answer is why not. Okay, we can have this unit here. We'll have our other Pioneer there. These surrender tanks will have one here, one, say, there. Our Vigilant low tank here. Our Minesweeper. Okay, we'll put our Minesweeper in front. We'll have our low tank here. Our Radaja with the 4 anti-air group there, in theory. Have you guys stick in through here. Now we just start placing stuff. And then there and there. You can do the same sort of thing if you played that Grand Campaign mod by Grondel that took the Panzer Corps 1 into Panzer Corps 2. The elite replacement pool is such that even if you don't use auxiliary forces, you may run out of parts, but there's generally a lot of like lower tier parts, especially there's a lot of different varieties of recon cars. You can just have core recon cars that don't really cost much relative to slot wise and do much the same sort of thing that I'm doing here with the auxiliary force, just using the green replacement pool as opposed to the elite. If you don't play that mod, never mind me. Let's carry on here. I think we are deployed. Alright, there they are. They're ready. We're ready to roll over the turn. I started this campaign, did one turn, let the... and to make a long story short, I didn't have an organic transport on this Pioneer. I gave him one, and then I, for whatever reason, didn't pay any attention to where I placed my bomber. I assumed it would end up adjacent to this fighter when I moved them, but it didn't for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think there were some enemy planes in the area, and I didn't shoot them down before I moved my fighters, and the Rudel plane ended up without any sort of support and whatnot. It's about that part of the campaign where I get it in my head that it's easy, and it's not, and I don't have to pay attention as much as I did in the beginning, but I do. So we're going to start this over and carry on. Alright, so there's some minefields down here that we need to... My units have not now been deployed. Which ones would those be exactly? Aha. Alright, so we'll plop you down there like so. You have the hero, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's some minefields here. We can go down and clear with these bikers and send this low tank down there like so. Move forward like this. So you're taking damage just like we did before. We have a couple of bikers here. We can send them down to clear these mines. We have a minesweeper proper. Do that as well. Let's see about getting this guy out of our hair here. And we can, well, bombard him. And bombard him. And dispatch him. Take his territory there. See about going. Can we go down that far? We've already attacked, unfortunately, so we can move. I see. Let's. We can take that bunker out there. Can take you out, as these two can't support one another. Anti-tank Hellcat and this contraption there. Okay, we can then go like so, take the super Hellcat out with our anti-tank. And then we can go forward with this low tank. So you run out of rounds. Be enough for it. Have another attack here if we wanted it. Let's see, we can go like this, 1-6. Do that. And why not overload as well with our new grab tank? I think this is where I got into trouble. I rebased my aircraft before I. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take over this airbase, get adjacent to our anti-tank support, adjacent to our anti-tank support here as well. You didn't go. Okay. How about you? How far can you get? We have... Okay, where are you going to end up? You end up here. This anti-tank will go, or anti-air will go there. We can go, say, here, take the lead. We'll take the lead there as well. We have you completely unsupported and completely irrelevant, at least unsupported as yet. That's not really true, though. Because we're going to move our artillery down just enough to where we get some counter batteries and whatnot. Okay, so we want you to disappear, and we would want okay, so you go like this. Rebase like that. Rebase like that. And go, say, just fly up there. Be happy. We'll go like this. Like that. To be truthful, I have no idea how the Rudel unit last time became not next to one of these two fighters. I know that it did happen. I'm not really even sure I could reproduce it if I tried. It's really sort of strange that way, but... Okay, so we could go into these air bases, but I want these planes to stay there so that we can put them down. So why worry? We'll go... can take an air at these minefields out, or... Let's see how you're stuck there, you're stuck. Why not? We'll take this mine out. We'll go here next to our... Okay, so we can put some points. I'm assuming that there's nothing over this way. We'll find out. Why not just attack into some of these things? You know, maybe a point makes a difference. We can go like that, like that. We can go forward here. I don't see no support other than it's sort of challenging to get at, so. Okay, and then we'll get forward here. And go, well, maybe they want to get, look for some action. I don't know. These, a lot of these units are going to be unsupported. It's auxiliary units, so maybe we can draw out the enemy's nuclear bombers as well. Who knows, really? So that is the turn. All of our planes are supported. Our paratroopers adjacent to both of our flying wings as well. On we go. Doesn't seem to be much interest. Little experience. Yikes, alright. I bet he'd be quite a surround. I see a Hellcat, alright, 2 Hellcats. Alright, 600. 300 even, not even that. It's sad. Unfortunately, my paratrooper can't repair while in the air. And there's that. I suppose I could land and then take off again. Why not land? Okay, so these planes did stay, and we have a lot of clutter here. In theory, we don't care. We don't care. So, what we do want is to clear. Yikes! Alright. So we'll go up here and maybe clear some of these mines. And we need to get this recoilless rifle out of our hair as well. Okay, so we need to find out maybe what's down, say this way. It's not a lot per se. Couple of artillery. No heroes, no heroes, heroes, heroes. Alright. Alright, so let's say that we want you to be here. So, which means we want an anti-tank, say, here. And first off, we want to clear the mines closest to our group here with our crab, so that we don't have to go deep and take a loss of parts. We can send these bikers deeper in if needed. Clear these minefields. So, could go over here as well. How many? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 will be stuck there. We have one more mine clear in us, and we can go over here and be completely without rounds, but we'd be happy. What we need is for you to go away, and we need to down these planes as well. For whatever reason, this less than 5-star anti-air is not doing as well as one might hope. This one is 5-star and able to down this unit there. Let's see, where is our... Here we have you. XP and Mitchell will go with the, say, XP there. Where are you going to end up? As far up this way as possible. So these Hellcats are protected in theory by this picket line of mines. In theory, at least, for the time being. So these units are able to extend their air coverage range here. I'd imagine there could be some incidental artillery fire from 21s or whatnot around in here, this long tom. I would also imagine they're probably not going to be able to do much damage to this unit. So let's find out here. We need to open up a path through that bit, hopefully on this road. Okay, so if we split, say, like so, we can pop off once or twice. These two cannot support one another. It's sad for them, really. It's sad for them. Okay, so let's head out like so. We'll send our load to... Oh, there's more. There's characters. Let's see. T-26E4. 1,000. 700. So we found out what's down here. And we're going to find out what's over here. There's quite a bit over there, really. Okay. Well, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. We don't want to deal with those guys quite as yet, as we're going to head down here and engage this city. We have 3 recon planes. I'd like to have more, but we're going to keep this one in reserve so that we can find out what's going on in the area next turn as well. So what are we going to do now is a question at hand. First of all, there's no reason why we should lose. Well, we have 3 rounds. We'll pop you as well. There's no reason why we need to have that unit exposed to fire. Here, if we want to destroy that minefield, really, we do, yeah. The enemy will roll right through it. It's almost better to leave it there, but as we've already started. Almost ready to. Better to leave it there, it probably is, but. Okay, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? We're going to send our glorious infantry down. We have our Rudel unit here. 1-7. This thing is causing 24 heart attack. That would be why. What if we get a primary or core recon unit down this way? So we'll want an anti-tank here, surely, but then we can tannize this guy here. Get our glorious Vigilant low tank engaged in clearing that area. Before we get too terribly excited, really, we'd want a anti-tank, say, right. Am I worried about my low tank? No, I'm not. Especially since there are no armored units that can reach it. So we'll put you, say, right here. How can we get more points on this guy? Or maybe we'll just pop him. And then we maybe can finish him off with our recon car. I've nothing. I've done nothing. That's fine. That's fine by me. So we can go say like that. Get bone. Mine. Go over here. I see. 90mm. That's the sort of thing that I can't really say much as I need the trouble with. It's an anti-air as well. What if we were to go like that? Probably work out as well as not for us. And then where's my other infantry's all the way back here. Alright, so we can take 3. What are you? 105. You're a 105. Let's see, we're trying to get down this way. Try and figure out where we're going to place this anti-tank, which would be right here. Get our counter battery here forward. There's no infantry that's going to make it through these 2 hexes here. So there's nothing really much to worry about. Let's see, could we take this contraption out, and why do we care? Let's bombard you and you. Line there. Swing down yonder. And maybe try to overrun something. This guy here. He's on a hill, so we can't do it. We'll go back. Let's see. We're stuck there. Can we move where that is? We could, but why would we? I don't know. Let's see, we have the Verdage, we have all of these other various units as well. We'll get you forward here. And we'll get this unit there, get you here. Found a mine there. Get this unit here, there. We'll get you here, move forward there. here. And I think we're going to try to... These guys, they can't really move too terribly far. Let's see, we'll get our Bordage here, get this unit. Where are we going to go? Maybe these guys want some of our recon bike, who knows really. We'll get here, get this biker over this way, and get you there. Let's see, maybe they want something else really. We're on the hills there, it's all good for us. And then we'll get these guys the heck out of that area. In theory, they could go on an overrun rampage, really. There's not a lot there per se. They can get into our 10-4. 10 points, I see. Yeah. That's better. These guys have no support. Yeah. It's life in the big city, really. Let's see if you can move at all. No, you can go there. Get you there. You down this way here. We'll get you there. Whatever that thing is. What is it? A T-26E4. 31 heart attack. And you? 30. Need to get the heck out of that area now. You over here as well. It looks sort of about right. There was a crash midway through or shortly after the end of the, or beginning of the third turn. Let's rerun it. I save it at the end of any given turn. So these guys rolling up, shooting down our recon planes, of which we only have 3. Going on there. If history repeats, that lot are going to step forward into... Yeah, they're going to come forward and try to engage us. So we need to first, well, we need to send you out there, get ambushed again, alright. And then we need to buy 2 recon planes so that we don't get ambushed ourselves. So we can put them here and here, why not? Now these guys are encirclable. I know it because I've done it. It's not pretty, it's not a pretty encirclement, but it is an encirclement nevertheless. As to whether they continue to be encircled, I don't know. I made it about maybe 5 minutes or whatever into the turn. So we lost the recon bike. We need to procure a new one. I think it was a 15 strength. We'll grab that. And we'll place it down here on this road. I think it was a... No, it wasn't. It was a recon. Well, whatever the case is, I like those bikes better. So Okay, so we can go forward, say here, and then swing you up. Hold on. You can go a little further out than our predecessor there. So this guy is going to get, you know, essentially overrun. These units, they do not play super heavy 31 as hard attack. This is a 25. This is probably a 30 or 20, 30. These are no slouches either, although they're not particularly potent units. And this one, yeah. So this M26, 30 hard attack, and then you 31. So bing, bing. These four here are trouble. They just straight overrun our units. So we don't want that happening, which is tell you something you don't already know. Okay, I will. So what we need for several of them to become seriously suppressed or eliminated, and then they won't be such a problem because, well, because there won't be as many of them, and if we can recreate the encirclement the next turn, then they'll be mostly suppressed, and that will be the end for them. So you, let's see here. Okay, so we have a lot of bikers. We can, yikes, alright. In theory, we could sort of move to encircle you. You never know. Why not? So we can go like that. And then we have 1 and 6. This is 1, 5. Yeah. So we'd like for a minefield or two to disappear. Which ones are going to go? This one is there, this one is there, and then most of the others are gone, so why not head here? And then we head this unit we can get in there, and then we could go here if we like. Okay, so we need to open up a space. This is worth it's a recon car, so not worth much. So we can move you out to the east, where we're going to try to form a larger encirclement. We can move you like so. Now, there's, so far as I recall, there wasn't any armor here. There's a lot of infantry and artillery or whatnot, but we'll come to that when the time is right, which is shortly. Okay. Can you reach any sort of... We can't get at this group here, as our range is only 1. But we now have access to an encirclement forming. We can go to, say, here and there, and then let's see, 5 of 10 were moved out here. This biker, 3 of whatnot. Let's see, we can move there. We'll get forward here again. We can go there. Let's see how far our surrender tank can get, and then we can go here. Okay, so this is trouble, really. Not so much anymore. It's good by me. I'd rather have that tank. I see. So this is one of those tanks that with the 30 heart attack that we would much prefer to get rid of. and deal with. So if we use perimeter control to open up this space, we can then apply the damage there. And we need 1 point. Apparently we have 4. That's too many points. Too many. Let's see how many we get here. None. Well, he won't be doing anything, so that's good for me. Maybe he'll just sit there and then they won't be able to attack my wounded units as well as they would have otherwise. So let's say we offer some hard support here to these bikers there. Get around the back end of this lot here. This guy will probably have 1 point that's not suppressed at the beginning of next turn. So he won't be doing hardly anything. He will do damage, but not all that much damage. So, in theory, we would want to... Let's see here. We want to get rid of this. This is what we'd like to do. Artillery. If this thing fires, it's going to take a horrendous amount of damage. Let's see. If I had to say, really, we'd want to... How much are you worth? Yeah. I don't get too terribly greedy with this. I mean, really, we have a lot of prestige. We have a sufficient amount of prestige to where, why should I really worry about it? We'll get up here. And note we have quite a few air out there. We would like to destroy the enemy's air here. And we also want to cover our units. Right, we do. And we go, say, like that. Do we have an anti-tank? We have one here. I really have half a mind to just take this unit here, because why, really? I suppose because I can, and it won't be giving me any trouble going forward, really. So we can then say what are you going to do? 12 points there. We have, yeah, we'll go up here. Then he won't be doing any points. These guys fire, it's over. This guy's a problem. And he's going to need to go. Alright, let's go ahead here and get adjacent to our unit. I could have dropped the bomb on this thing, but why should I? We can surrender it just the same, at least in theory. This guy is not going to have much to say, really. Shock tactics anyway. So I think the situation is under control, other than we could be nuked. So let's not get nuked. Have our auxiliaries out here. In theory we could get down here. Yeah, why not? We'd like to be here, sort of. But we don't have any units available to be there, so we'll not worry. So I have 2 anti-air here, and we have this unit here. We can swing back over, say, This 11 points. Alright, 6 points. We have. Alright, well. Nobody said we couldn't do two things at once, right? And roll down, say, this way. Our 9 points. Not sure I need trouble with that xylophone, really. We could tenorize it and oh, we sure could, yeah. Why not? We'll do that. Over here. Let's see, 2-8 and we can get say over here as well. Why should I? Why should I? Again, clear that minefield, maybe. Points. How about you? So 10 points there. Boom. Right. 2 and 9, I see. So, what can we do here? I think we could offer some aiming assistance or just straight up drop straight there and then overrun it. Some damage here with our vigilant low tank as well, and then pull back our, yeah, we can get out here with our recon car adjacent to our 21. Alrighty, so we can move right here, maybe in repair. Well, let's go out here. And then get right in the middle there, repair. Like so, we can do that. These guys, we have an anti-tank here, happily enough. We can drop there like so, overrun you. I don't see anything here, so why not proceed here, drop like so. There's no problem with this here. We can go like this. Support. Alright, well. Can't say exactly as I see why I shouldn't just proceed down here. You, let's see, this is on the hills there. Good enough. I think that this generally works. We have our, unfortunately, our Sturm Tiger anti-tank is a little bit overextended here and nukeable. Can we get here? We have no support, but then again, I don't think we care. It's a famous last word there as well, however. Let's get forward here. We have some sort of anti-tank support on this recon car, and then we can get right here. There's no armor, so why should I wear? There's nothing to worry about. And that is the end of the turn. Units didn't do much. Armor closing in on them. Man, guess what? You're still encircled. And good news for me. Alright, so we need 1 point on that character. I'd imagine we're gonna have to use half of this tank there. We can split. Go like so. So, boom. Okay. Get forward there. We can attack into you. We need 1 point. 2 points good enough. Okay, let's see here. We need 4. That's 8. So we need 6 points there. That's 8 points is good enough. That unit out of our here. How about we need 8 points there as well. There's 8. Alright, we need 6 points on you as well. We happen to have 8 right there. So why not take it and not complain? We can pair with our double move, like so. Let's see, 10 points, 10 points. We got to, let's see, I bet we can get, we're stuck there. We can do it, well, we've not done it though. Well, let's see if we really have, though. I don't need my auxiliary units being destroyed. I'll leave that alone. Maybe it's good enough. What we do need is for that unit to disappear, so what if we go down here? 12 points, I see. Alright, these units here, 630. Maybe we just not really so much worry about. Let's see. We don't really need trouble, really. We found it, though. Okay, so 5 points. 5 points here. Destroy that unit there. We'll take 6 points out of you. this direction here. In theory, we're happy enough with that outcome. We have repairs here we can do. There seems to be some armor about there. Who's causing us the most trouble? Well, there's just a lot of artillery there, really. That's about the size of it. In theory, they could bounce our unit about if they had infantry and were willing to de-entrench, but I don't think they are. So let's identify a trouble. Identify some trouble, do away with it. Let's see here. What if we get here, what happens? 14 and 2. Minefield there. We can take this base here perhaps over. Is that an overrun? It's not, though. He doesn't have it. It's a picket. Let's see. This is sort of messy, sort of. And let's see here. 11 points. Where's our... We're taking all kinds of fire from all kinds of different ways. There's no rush, really. We have 30 turns, don't we? Let's see. It seems like such a waste to... Maybe if we apply a point of suppression. These units here are not really doing as much as one might hope. What if we go like that with our anti-tank? We'll put it in the hills. And we can back it up with a couple of Sturm Tigers. Head over here and find that. And get another anti-tank here in the hills to see if the enemy wants a little bit. It's no problem. Alright, so who needs to go? Who needs to go? I think this unit here needs to disappear. I wonder if we got our aiming assistance. I probably should have sent the aiming assistance guy down there. Okay, so let's see, we can, where can we go and what will we do? These guys have moved. We can get up over here maybe. Swing forward there. Theory, so these two are covering our Sturm Tiger. This guy's bombable. And this unit is happy enough there, sort of. be happier off the close, though. The question is where? It's all close here. We'll swing them over here, leave these bikers for the close. At least they have a soft attack. Then this infantryman, could put him into the air and send him somewhere, probably get killed. So maybe we can force march or something off in this direction. Or maybe just wait. We'll just wait. Let's see, this can attack there. We can roll over, say, this way here and here. And that leaves my crab unit. Aha. With no support other than we have not really begun to move us. Yeah, let's see. 9 points. 9 points. We don't have a lot of movement left. So what if we go, say, like that? Don't get too terribly excited. There's no support there, I see. Well, where can we go? We'd like to finish this anti-air unit, but we'd have to go up on this hill, and then we would inevitably be attacked. Unless we went, say, like that. Just didn't worry about it. We probably should have, well, we saw this guy. Next turn, hopefully we can mop them up with ground forces. So you are right there in the close. It's going to get worked over badly unless we take some action. We need air cover here. That's what we do know. We can go out like that. Here. Like that. There's a lot of units on this board, really. It's 225 worth. And then we have our auxiliary, which may or may not be about the same as it would have otherwise been, as there's a lot of auxiliary or zero slot heroes that I don't have, reduced slots, etc. Be all that as it may or may not be. There's still quite a few units on this board. We can go out like that and go out here and go. Looks about good enough, really. It's probably good enough for the turn. I'm pretty sure all of these units are covered. There's not a lot of moves left to do. Let's see what happens. Oops. No, the air base is still on some of these. Well, oh, he survived it. They look like good tanks. They're not really so much so, though. So that should do it for this episode. I don't know where I got it in my head. There was no armor down here. I couldn't see any. Obviously there is, though. We'll pick this up. So far, so good. I hope to see you in the next one.